whole season for you guys. What's this like to go through?
As a player, part of this program, it's different for sure. Like in the past in college basketball, you didn't see this as much, but with so many moving parts and players, making the decision to leave, it's just kind of you got to focus on yourself and the guys that are here. So that's really all you can focus on, and keep the guys that are here together and just keep them working hard. So.
How did you guys kind of keep a small group together? You, RJ, Coleman, Dane. How did you guys all kind of stay together?
Yeah, we just talked about our future and how good we could be together. I know you guys see the potential in RJ and Dan and Coleman and guys like that, Brandon Lee even, and the guys that are here still in our program. And we just talked to each other and we're like, man, with these coaches and this core group that we got, we could be special next year. So, having that in the back of our minds and being able to work out with each other all summer, I think is going to be huge for the program.
Right now, just maybe getting more individualized attention from the coaches, how much has that helped? There's making that some one-on-one opportunities. So.
Yeah, it's helped a lot. When you go into a workout and instead of having 4 or 5 guards and wings, you got 1 or 2. The coaches can really nitpick your footwork and kind of all the workout pieces of the workout that you do, and they're really able to help you and like you said, individualize the workouts and just help you get better.
So did you find yourself maybe recruiting guys back to the team, like an RJ, staying in RJ's ears, saying you're going to be an integral part of this deal, or was it just a natural thing that happened? You guys?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's kind of the way that I look at it is they got to do what's best for them. So I don't want to be somebody that if something else is better for them and to persuade them out of it. So I just support my teammates no matter who it is. The guys that have left so far, I've been in their corner still no matter what. I'm gonna be a huge fan for them this year. Be watching them wherever they go, regardless of where they're at. So unless they're in the Big Ten, and then can't be big fans of them. But that's just kind of my perspective of it. I just support them as much as I can and be the best possible teammate that I can. And whatever they decide to do, they're gonna decide to do. So
with a roster that looks a lot different next year, what do you see your role being on that team next year?
I feel like I'll have an increased role for sure. Last year, obviously, you guys knew I was kind of in and out of the lineup. Didn't really find consistent time, but I feel like this year I'll really be able to use my leadership skills. That was something tough last year that I didn't really get to do, just with limited minutes and kind of in and out. So I'm excited. Growing up in high school, I love to be kind of the voice of the locker room and be the leader. So this year I'm really excited to do that. Coach Underwood is doing a great job this summer so far, and the coaches are just kind of instilling that within me and my teammates as well. So just being able to have that role and being able to step into that role as well, I think I'm really excited for that.
What were you able to take from some of those older guys in terms of the leadership aspect of things?
Yeah, I mean, everybody kind of had their own leadership qualities. Last year, we had 2 5-year guys, 3 5-year guys, whatever it was. We had a lot of older guys, so the intensity in practice and just kind of knowing how to play on the road, all those aspects of it really kind of I took from them, and they did a great job as well. So just learning from them in terms of that was huge.
There's been a little chatter of you playing the 4 on occasion. Do you feel comfortable banging inside and guarding that position?
Yeah, I've played the 4 actually a good amount this year in the tournament. When Coleman got in foul trouble and Jake was obviously hurt, I had to go guard the 4 against Houston, and throughout the season, Michigan State a little bit. I remember that game. I guarded the 4 a lot, but to be honest, it really doesn't matter to me. Wherever coaches need me and wherever they need me to play, what position and what role I need to take is what I'll do. So whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. So.
What did you learn from Jacob Grandison? Kind of, I would imagine, a similar role playing as you. What did you learn from watching him?
That's a good question. Jake is. I learned a lot from him last year. One of the things that I, really took from him is just his composure within the games. He always just had, he never got too high, never got too low. He was a really consistent player. Shot the ball really well. He always knew where to be within the offense. So I really just learned like that, like his composure in away games. He had a huge game at IU. I remember that. Hit a couple big threes in the second half. Michigan State had a huge game there. So just, keeping a level head and being able to bring the guys together as well. He's a great leader. Really led by example in practice every day. Came to work, and that's kind of what I learned from him.
What do you think of the incoming class? How excited are you to get them on campus and kind of start maybe the next era of Illinois basketball after losing so many seniors?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Me and RJ have already kind of talked to the freshmen in like a group chat and stuff. Kind of gotten in touch with them. Sky was here a couple weeks ago, so I really got to know him. And Ty Rogers has been around. He's lives in Illinois now, so he's been able to come to a few games, and we've been able to have pretty close relationship just from far away, but once they get here, I'm really excited just to, teach them the culture and tell them that we win here. And that's the biggest thing, just to work hard with them all summer. I know Coach Fletch is going to do great things in the weight room. Palmer, our nutritionist, and he's really going to help those guys out. And they're going to make those huge jumps so they can be ready because I don't know if you guys know, we don't have many guys right now, so we're gonna need those freshmen to step up big. And having a summer, I think some of them are coming in May early, so having that extra time with Fletch and the assistant coaches who do a great job with development, I think will be huge.
How did you kind of balance that, like the big picture understanding that your role was going to increase after your freshman year, but also understanding the desire to want to play more? Like, how did you personally handle that?
Yeah, well, I'm a super competitive person, so it was kind of tough for me this year just to know that I could help out. But I mean, it is what it is. That's kind of what Coach felt was right, and I believe in him. So, but the bigger picture, I just got to keep grinding and keep getting to it and get better in the gym every single day. Can't feel content with where I'm at, no matter what. I really got to step into that role, and kind of lead by example as well. Make sure I'm getting guys in the gym with me and make sure those guys are coming along, bringing them along with me as well. So.
What do you want to add to your game? Do you want to improve your ability, like to put it on the floor and attack the rim a little bit?
Yeah, that's something I've really been working on this offseason. Coach Tim Anderson does a great job with that skill development stuff. I've been really working on my ball handling and getting to spots, being able to create my own shot last year. I was more in the role to catch and shoot, but I mean in high school I was able to put the ball on the floor, score that way. So that's something I'm definitely trying to bring to the college level. Like you guys said, an increased role. I think that's something that I'll be able to have more opportunities to do this year in Coach Brad's offense. So that's definitely something I've been working on.
Obviously, all you guys got to take a big step forward. What have you seen from RJ as his teammate, classmate?
Yeah, I mean, you go look on social media, and he's all over these sites and stuff about being the next big thing, and he really does have the potential for that. He's such a special kid too. Everybody talks about his skill on the court, but his character as well. Like, you guys go hang out with RJ, he's a great dude, nice to everybody, and I think that really translates on the court. I mean, he's a great player, super athletic. He's really doing a good job getting his body right. Coach Fletch, obviously, he does great with everybody, but with RJ, I mean, it's been huge. He's gained, I think, 15, 20 pounds since last summer when he got here, and just muscle and stuff like that. And every day he improves. I mean, you see the athleticism on the court and the improvement on the court. What he does with the ball is special, and I'm excited just, to see him have an improved role as well because, I mean, we're really close and good friends. So as a teammate and a good friend, I'm excited to see him, shine and just show people what he can really do.
Luke, you talked about the ability to play 1 through 5 and the importance of that. As your senior year in high school, you had to play point guard. What kind of experience playing different positions can you lean on there?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, obviously in high school, to have to play point guard, our point guard was hurt. And then in college, playing the 4 this year, guarding guys that are 6'9", 6'10", and more physical like that. I think it really helps me as a player, but it also, helps the coaching staff when you got a guy that can go in there and guard those positions and also play those positions on offense, almost create matchup issues on both sides of the ball. I think that'll definitely help the coaching staff this year.